And it's been so long since I've accidentally ended my stream. But once again, oh my goodness, it's so much colder now than it is normally. But yeah, we're just gonna do the same old, same old, same old. No 6 today. Not surprising. That's fine. We'll just do Gran. Kind of the same thing that we were doing before, but this time it'll be Gran combos instead of 6 combos. Which I don't know any of Gran's combos, but I imagine they're going to be similar enough. It'll just be good to practice regardless. Speaking of, is this working? Okay, there we go. I don't know what my combos look like at all. So let's start with, I think it's like, this? Okay. Okay. And then long range, medium, and then you follow up with the same thing. Okay. Oh, this is light. For some reason, I thought it was heavy. Overdrive surge. Interesting. Oh my goodness, I'm doing that so early. Oh, and it needs to be medium. Hold on. Quarter circle back. Definitely not something. Oh, you know what I should have done? Now that I think about it, the last time when I was playing a 6, I should have just done everything that I was doing, but on the other side. Just to practice. Because in theory, right, you kind of want to be on, or get used to doing it on both sides, because you'll never be on the same, not never, but you can't guarantee that you'll always be on the same side, I guess. That's what I mean. Not that I'm like combat ready to begin with. Okay. I'm really struggling with this. Should I look? So right stick to play sample. I wonder what that is. I think they're up here. This? Yeah, okay, so it is that kick. This thing. I'm just really struggling to do it. Not terribly surprising considering my execution is so sloppy. It's like I can hear when I do it right, which is funny. It sounds different. Kirsten, stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. You're so right. How's it going, Gary? What's up with you? I'm just waiting for Savage to come back. His dog is his very most important thing. And it's the most well-treated creature on the planet, I think. Hello, Majin Dib. I'm very new. Don't judge me. Or do. I don't mind. I'm just trying to practice the second part of this combo right now. I guess it doesn't really matter if I like reset. Ajin Dib says, I'm new to this Twitch account. Good for you. Here's this dude. Yesterday I was like, let's take a quick nap, then proceeded to sleep for 12 hours. That's fucking awesome. Probably needed it then. All right, I think I just did it. Ajin Dib says, I meant like this stream. Oh, so you're new to this stream is what you're saying. Yeah, I know that. I don't know if you're aware, but when you're a first-time chatter in a streamer's chat, they can see that you are a first-time chatter. You know what I mean? It literally says on their end that you've never sent a message before. Doesn't mean that you're actually new. It just means that you've never chatted before, because you can be in a stream for, 100 hours before you actually send a message. I used to be that way. I used to do nothing but lurk. But I also used to only really watch big streamers as well. And it's a little hard, I think, to like engage with a bigger streamer, if that makes sense. Like to feel like you're present in a way. Ajin Dib says, I've only been on this app for about a year, so you're pretty new to the ecosystem in general. All right. Still not quite there. I'm like kind of just looking at my inputs at the moment. There it is. Not quite. Not quite either. I mean, it worked, but it was a little early. Close. 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 Doing it early every time is crazy. Ajin Dib says, it's hard to talk to some of the bigger streamers without your message getting lost in the sea of other messages. That's definitely part of it. The bigger problem, I think, is that like the lack of identity. Like a lot of the reason why people like bigger streamers will be like chat. They'll talk to chat. They'll be like, that was crazy chat. Like, what are you talking about, chat? It's because they're literally not speaking to like an individual person at all. They're just speaking to this like somewhat formless, amorphous mass that is like all sending signals to them at the same time. Whereas like I can be like, Majin Dib, I'm speaking to you specifically. Majin Dib said this. Majin Dib says you'd be lucky to get your message read. I don't actually think that's true, actually. Certainly read aloud, but I think that a lot of the bigger streamers are actually surprisingly quite good at like being aware of what is being said. You know what I mean? Like speed reading is like required to some degree. Obviously, they're not always looking at the chat, but if they're just chatting or whatever, I think it's pretty likely actually that they saw your message, though they might not have like fully processed it or whatever, but they're definitely like monitoring, if that makes sense. And there's different levels as well, right? Because you can be in a, what are we, 6? You can be in a 6 viewer chat, and if all 6 people were speaking at the same time, even I would have, well, not even I mean like anybody would have trouble reading 6 messages at once, right? So the size of the viewership doesn't actually make that much of a difference. It's mostly the size of the activity, and that has everything to do with just like how engaging you are as a streamer and what it is that you're talking about. That's what I wanted. I actually did it right that time. Holy shit. The biggest problem that I'm having is my left hand. I'm really, really struggling to make my left hand do what I want it to do. I've always struggled with my left hand. I'm not sure why, but something about it, like, it's really hard for me to, like, dash and stuff, too. Like, literally just practicing that would be of value. Josh and Dibs says, how do you feel about modern controls? I don't feel very strongly about anything at the moment. I'm way too new to the space, the fighting game space, to have an opinion on just about anything. But, you know, for someone who's like completely outside, if that makes sense, I guess I prefer the classic stuff, but I don't really care very strongly one way or the other. The person that I've learned this game, if you want to say that I've learned this game, the person that I've learned this game from is like an old school fighting game player. You know what I mean? He's been playing for a while, so he's used to classic game inputs or whatever. That's part of the reason why I'm using them. I think that it will serve me, is why I'm like not like committed to, but like I should be able to do a quarter circle forward, right? So the biggest problem that I'm having right now isn't so much like the motion input as it is like me just doing quarter circle back for like the first time. Just an unfamiliar input to me specifically. That probably would have been fine if I did the right thing. But yeah, I'm also using a fight stick for the first time. Not the first time. It's been now like 10 hours or something like that. So I'm learning a lot, you know what I mean, at the moment. So yeah, you can just use like, what is it, the skill button one? What is it, this? Okay, so it would be yeah, so it would be like, wait, like that. Which is obviously much easier, but I still feel like it's very helpful just to like get used to like the idea of controlling the stick and all that, rather than kind of taking the easy way out. There's definitely nothing wrong. It's about what you want to do, right? Like if you want to play the game sooner, then I think using the simplified controls is probably a good idea. But I literally don't have anyone to play with anyway, so like I'm not really interested. Oh my goodness. I was trying to use or do the light later, and I did it even earlier. I think I'm like way too slow on the motion part of it. Wait, is that a triple attack? Yeah, that was. Okay. What does a triple attack look like? Okay. I should only be able to do the triple attack from short range, right? Yeah. So if the triple attack comes out, that means that I didn't even do the long range medium. Oops. I pressed light instead of medium and it didn't come out anyway. Oh, hold on. That time I was surprised by it as well. I at least pressed medium that time, but that's why I'm kind of trying to start with. Hold on. Like that. That's the other thing, is like just getting used to using this to control a character is very weird. It's part of the reason why I'm not resetting. I mean, like fully resetting is one thing, that like letting go, but also like holding my inputs is very weird. It feels different than like anything else that I've done in gaming. It's definitely like its own beast. Which is like, you know, fighting games in general, right? It definitely feels in a lot of ways like unapproachable. But part of that's just because it's not like it's impossible, right? It's just so hard to know what I'm doing wrong. I really wish that this screen, so hold on. Show all combos, return to training mode. Yeah, I wish that you could see these inputs in the other screen, because I missed the down back input that time, right? So that makes it this makes it a lot more clear to me what it is that I'm doing wrong or right. And the like practicing an individual combo screen doesn't really have this information. And you can just practice it from here, right? Like I don't need to know what the combo is. Like I can just, or I don't need for the game to tell me what the combo is. I can do it from here. But I don't know. I like the feedback of the other screen. Well, I like the feedback of both screens, basically. I would like for it to say both at the same time so that I could track my inputs, because me messing up these inputs is hard to notice in the moment. I also wish this chain was longer by like maybe 10 inputs, because obviously I'm doing a lot of inputs, so like it's really hard to see everything, because even if I like stop completely, right, like there's only what, maybe 10 inputs or something like that, and this, just the quarter circle back, it's 3 inputs by itself, right? And I'm doing 2 of those, so that's, if it was frame perfect, which it isn't, that would be 7, 3, 6, 7, yeah, 7 inputs. So, and it's not that way, so there's at least 2 pauses, right? So it ends up being 9 inputs if I do it exactly right, I think. Which isn't like too many to like do, or not inputs. Well, if nothing is an input, right? Basically the sequence is 9, the input history is 9 long, which means that if I do everything perfectly, then you can only barely see the combo. And like how poorly I did, or how welly I did it. Oh god. Okay. Hmm. So weird to go straight straight from down to left, but you definitely can. It reminds me, what's her name? Lychee Failing, I think. She's like the doctor in BlazBlue. She has a special, I think it's called All Green, and it's like left down right up. It's like something like that, left down right up plus, I don't know, some kind of punch, or medium or whatever. And I've never done that attack because I literally just don't understand how to do it. Even on gamepad, I didn't understand how to do it. I mean, I understand the concept, right? Like, oh yeah, you just do every directional input and then a punch or whatever, but like it never ever came out for me, like never. I was able to do it with the simplified controls or whatever because it was like fucking a combo finisher or some shit. And I definitely turn that shit on every now and then when I was getting my ass beat, especially by like the super bosses in BlazBlue, because there were quite a few that like, I forget what they're called. It's like they're unlimited modes or whatever, where it's like literally they're cheating. Like Hazama, I'm pretty sure in Continuum Shift. Like if you stood like just near him, like just being within like this range of him, you would just lose health just by being near him. Like you have to be this far away in order to not take damage from him. Unless he's actively like in hit stun or whatever. Like if he is suffering from your combo or whatever. Not really looking at my inputs anymore, so I can probably go back. There it is. Whoop. That's a triple attack. That was crazy. I think I'm missing the down input. Kind of waited until after it came out to start doing the next. Whoa. Whoa. There it is. That time in particular, it felt like I was canceling, like I was actually properly canceling my medium into this attack. I mean, I've done it dozens of times, right, at this point, but well, maybe not dozens, maybe a dozen times, but it is definitely something that is more felt, I think. I mean, I've said it before, right? Like, definitely does feel like I'm doing it right when I do it right. Well, not all the time. Sometimes it feels like that was probably correct. Whoa. What are you doing? Up inputs? There's no up inputs in this combo. Oops. Hold on. There it is. Dude, I hit this. This kick comes out so early. And it's not even like, why is this attack coming out so early? Like, I'm the one hitting the button. Like, my brother in Christ, you're the one doing it, right? But I'm just trying, like, you can see it in my inputs. Like, in my mind, I'm going left and then hitting this, but you can see I'm literally here hitting the button, or even here sometimes. Even then, I felt like I was here, but no, it came out way sooner. That was down here. Sometimes it gives it to me even when I do it early. It depends on just how early I am. I think literally just doing this attack is probably good practice. Because I'm clearly struggling with it. I did it successfully from here once. That was crazy. I kind of feel like this is an up, but it's just because these two, like I have to go up literally physically to do it. This isn't an up input, that is. Huh. What's the position reset button? This one? No. L1, L1, L3 turbo. Is it this? Yeah, okay. Hey, Modern 8 Sage. Hey, Zaku. Modern 8 Sage's how's practice going? We're just waiting for Savage to get back. Closer. I think if I did the down to left, this input, I think I'm trying to remember. It's like, you use like a phone so it's like, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, something like that. So it's like 8, 7, what is that, 4? Is that right? I feel like that's close. Either that or it's like a number pad, in which case it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But yeah, it would be then 2, 1, 4, right? One of them. Wait. I just realized phones are the opposite of the number pad. That's weird, right? Your phone starts in the top left, but number pads start in the bottom left. Wonder why that is. I guess for a number pad, it's like a calculator where you want the numbers to be sorted in ascending order. So why do you want the phone to be organized in descending order? Or it's not even in descending order. This isn't 9. This is 7. 7, 8, 9. So it's in ascending order 1, 2, 3. It's just starting from the top. rather than starting from the bottom. I don't know why. It's a very strange thing in the world. I'm sure there's a reason for it. Actually, I think it's probably like goes back to like rotary phones, right? Because the reason why the rotary phones were the way that they are is because it wasn't just a matter of like, you know, arbitrary numbers that we attribute to people, right? Like, you know, phone numbers are 10 digits long or whatever. It's not like just a series of arbitrary numbers. It was like literally like almost like an address in a way. Like you needed so many like, or a certain sequence of wavelengths or whatever, right? Is how it works. Or maybe not wavelengths, maybe it's like energies or whatever. You get what I'm saying though, where it's like literally the mechanics of the rotary phone are part of it, I think. I'm not sure, obviously. Not like a phone history buff. But that seems like it probably has something to do with it. Like the rotary phone unwinding is like literally part of the encoding of the actual phone call. So it comes from that. And with that in mind, how would it then start with 1 at the top left? Because we wanted the rotary phone to go clockwise. And if it started at the bottom left, it wouldn't go clockwise. It would have to go counterclockwise, right? It would have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's gotta be why then, right? So phones start in the top left because rotary phones were gonna be clockwise. I feel like that's gotta be the answer, or at least part of the answer. And now that I figured that out, we can do the combo. That's all it took. I needed to do the science, you know? Now I'm locked in. That was a triple attack somehow. Sloppy inputs. That medium came out way too early, and I didn't start from down.
I'm back, mate.
Oh, welcome back.
Oh.
We figured out rotary phones in the meanwhile.
Really?
Kind of.
What about?
I don't know how to exit the menu. I don't know how to leave.
No, I feel you, bro. What is it about streaming that just makes you dumber? Because I can feel it happening to me, you know?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? Okay.
What? No, like seriously, what are you talking about?
I mean, like when you're playing a video game on stream, I feel like you make more mistakes.
I don't know what you're talking about in this context. Right now, I don't know how to use this fight stick. I'm not dumber. I'm just not used to this. But
Yeah, fair enough.
But if you're talking about yourself, I don't feel like you've done anything dumb today.
Oh,
I think that you figured out some things today, if anything. Main menu is what I wanted. There it is.
Hey, Sage.
Granblue Fantasy Versus Rising.
All right, there we go.